I'll lead us. It's nice to see you on this June gloom. Are we still on June gloom? Not for long. Here we go. Repeat after me. I choose joy.
Choose joy.
I need that joy.
I need that joy.
Joy, joy, joy. Here we go. Lately I've been reeling, watching the nightly news. Don't seem to find the rhythm, just wanna sing the blues. Feels like the song that never stops. Feels like it's never gonna. Gotta get that fire back in my bones before my heart turns into stone. So somebody please pass the megaphone. I'll shout it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hear my prayer tonight. I'm singing to the sky. Give me the strength to raise my voice. Let me testify. Oh, hear my prayer tonight. 'Cause this is do or die. This time has come to make a choice. And I choose joy. Let it move you. Let it move you. Let it move you. Oh, I choose joy. Let it move you. Oh, let it move you. Let it move you. Yeah, back when I was younger, my eyes were full of life. But now that I am older, I live at the speed of light. Feels like the cycle never stops. move you. Oh, I choose joy. Let it move you. Oh, let it move you. Let it move you. Though I walk through the valley in the shadow of night, oh, with you by my side, I'm stepping into the light. I choose joy. Let it move you. Oh, let it move you. Let it move you. I feel that joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Down in my heart to stay. I need that joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Down in my heart to stay. So I want to introduce you a couple people. We have slapping the bass here. We have David.
Morning.
And you can't miss him. Banging away on the drums, we have Dennis. And we have the sweet and sultry sounds of Maritri. All right. I have a good feeling about this one. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you're the feeling I cannot deny. You're the fire that makes me come alive. It's a love that I can't hide. It's a burning deep inside wherever I go. Wherever I go. I got that good feeling. Come on. Kicking me out of my chair. Dancing like I don't care. I got that good feeling. Let me hear ya. Shouting out 'cause I can't contain it. I got to tell somebody. Gotta tell somebody. Gotta tell somebody. Gotta tell somebody. I got to tell somebody. Yeah, yeah. You're the sun that's lighting up the sky.
The sky,
You're the thunder waking up the night.
the night.
Sound of living truth is the beat that makes me move wherever I go. Wherever I go, I got that good feeling. Kicking me out of my chair, dancing like I don't care. I got that good feeling. Shouting out 'cause I can't contain it. I got to tell somebody. Gotta tell somebody. Gotta tell somebody. Somebody. I got to tell somebody. Gotta tell somebody. Gotta tell somebody. Gotta tell somebody. Yeah, yeah. Screaming from the rooftops. I won't stop. I won't stop. Singing with my whole heart. Singing till the beat drops. I won't stop. I won't stop. Come on. I got that good feeling. Kicking me out of my chair. Dancing like I don't care. I got that good feeling. Shouting out 'cause I can't contain it. I got to tell somebody. Gotta tell somebody. Gotta tell somebody. Gotta tell somebody. I got to tell somebody. Gotta tell somebody. Gotta tell somebody. Gotta tell somebody. Ooh.
So good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Gotta love that fast clapping, huh? Yeah. Okay. We at Riverside Center for Spiritual Living acknowledge that we gather on the ancestral lands of the Cahuilla, Gabrielino Tongva, Kich, and Luiseño peoples. We commit to live in right relations, to love our neighbors, to seek justice and loving kindness, and to walk humbly on this land. We recognize our oneness so that we may decolonize our minds and set each other free from the pain of racism and violence, to live better as Great Spirit intended, in harmony with nature and with one another. So again, good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
Thanks for the welcome. I'm Allison Berry, one of the licensed spiritual practitioners here at Riverside Center for Spiritual Living, where love lives here. I'm really honored to be your host today. As you know, Reverend Jeffrey's on sabbatical, but we are absolutely in just wonderful hands, and you're going to learn a little bit more about our guest speaker right before he comes up to speak. So I want to say hello to everybody watching us on live stream on Facebook as well as on YouTube. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And we would love to have you, as you're out there in the Netherlands, put where you're watching from so we can keep track of you. So welcome to everybody, and then welcome to those who have braved June gloom and the drizzle to be here present with us. So get gold stars for all the people in the sanctuary. I do want to remind everyone that is here in the sanctuary to please put your phones on silent so that our time together is uninterrupted. Now I'm going to invite everyone to get up and move around with a little bit more music.
Reaching out with every touch, Spirit, you're the voice in us, rising up beyond the hush, yeah. We feel it, reveal it, yeah. We see it, believe it, it's Spirit. Spirit, you're the within us, breathing on us right here. Spirit, you're the grace in us, calming every cry right here. Spirit, you're the peace in us, spreading out across the world. Spirit, you're the power in us, flying like a flag on fire, yeah. We feel it, reveal it. Reaching out with every touch, Spirit, you're the voice in us, easing us beyond routine, yeah. We feel it, reveal it, yeah. We feel it, yeah.
Stringfellow, one of your licensed spiritual practitioners here at the Riverside Center for Spiritual Living. Practitioner Tamara Ralston will be available after service for a brief moment of prayer in the prayer room located in the lobby. Please don't leave here this morning with anything on your heart. We love to pray, and we absolutely know that prayer works. So now please allow this music to take you into the silence, followed by this morning's invocation.
a quiet place within my mind, and I will wait upon the one, wait upon the one. I will make a quiet place, a quiet place within my heart. I will wait upon the one, wait upon the one. Be still, my soul, be still. Be still, my soul, be still and know. I will make a quiet place, a quiet place within my life. I will wait upon the one, wait upon the one. Oh, be still, my soul, be still. Be still, my soul, be still and know. I will make a quiet place, a quiet place within my life, and I will wait upon the one, wait upon the one. I will make a quiet place, I will make a quiet place. I will listen, I will listen.
I invite you to join me in consciousness, closing your eyes if this is comfortable for you, allowing love to saturate your entire being, opening your heart and mind to this indwelling power. In this moment, I recognize that God is all there is, all life, all love, all wisdom. God is perfect peace. God is joy unspeakable. God is beautiful. God is infinite and eternal. God is ever giving of itself, its gift of life, of love, of intelligence, of creativity and wisdom and power. God is the creator and sustainer of all life. God is ever expanding and always good, but God is so much more than this. I know that I am one with all the good that God is. I'm a divine expression of God, a gift to the universe. My oneness shows up as love and compassion, peace and wisdom. I'm forever one with the one, inseparable from the divinity that supports, uplifts, and guides me. And as I know this truth for myself, I know this is true for everyone, everywhere. We are one, and there can be no separation in this oneness. I bless our guest speaker today. I know that he is guided by spirit. And I bless everyone entering our doors today. I know that they are blessed and a blessing. I'm blessing everyone listening to us on Facebook, Zoom. I know that God's love surrounds our entire being. I bless this day, knowing that this is the day that God has made, and we can rejoice and be glad. I know that this service unfolds in perfect divine order, and I just let it be so. And so it is.
Hello world, wake me up to another good morning, time to go. Got that smile upon my face, 'cause there's excitement in the chase, this I know. Yeah, I'm going for the ride, and I find myself, I'm alive in that song. Still I run towards the wind, and let the challenge draw me in, 'cause I want more. Oh, we are all looking for adventure. 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 Oh, wake up heart and wake up mind, and see if the world is just a fine to know. With every passing day there's more, calling you out to explore. Get up and go. Get up and go. There is joy found in the race, and I feel it in the place where I am free, yeah. And I simply can't deny that I feel adventure calling out to me, yeah. Oh, we are all looking for adventure. 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 And I'm living free, living free, living free, and I was meant to be. Living free, living free, living free, and I was meant to be. Living free, living free, living free, and I was meant to be free. Meant to be free.
Beautiful, love it. Thank you so much, Jeff, Marie Tree, Dennis, and David. We do have the best music ever. Is that true? Yes. So now I'm going to invite us to come together in consciousness for a moment, and we will get to say our focus statement together with great vigor and joy and authority and all of those good things. So together, we embolden people to live their highest potential through the transformative power of love. Yes, beautiful. And so I do have the honor of telling you a little bit about our guest speaker today. Originally from Colorado, ministerial intern and practitioner Marcus Gilliland fulfilled a long-term dream of living in California in 2012. Shortly thereafter, he was introduced to the Science of Mind philosophy and fell in love with Centers for Spiritual Living. After a transformative moment during a Sunday morning gathering, Marcus made the decision to return to school and to pursue becoming a practitioner. In 2020, he graduated summa cum laude from Grand Canyon University with a degree in psychology and completed his practitioner studies. He is currently set to complete his Master's in Consciousness Studies and certification in Ministerial Education, that's a mouthful, from the Holmes Institute by the end of 2024, so right around the corner. Time away from studies is spent with his fiancée, Brett, and their dog, Toby. Marcus is also a musician, orchid enthusiast, and amateur gardener. So we are going to give a rousing and wonderful Riverside welcome to Marcus.
Good morning, Riverside. I'm very happy to be here, my first visit to Riverside, so thank you for that wonderful welcome. If I can get my phone to cooperate with me here so I don't run over my time. There we go. So I'm also excited to be participating in the exploration of living above the line as we move through the 15 commitments of conscious leadership. It's a wonderful book. It's one that will remain on my bookshelf and very close at hand as I continue on my journey towards being a minister and then as I exist as one. So, 2 weeks ago, Reverend Jeff gave a wonderful introduction to what it is like to live above the line and what it's like to live below the line and how important it is to remain in consciousness, to stay in high consciousness above the line. And then last week, my campus mate Jesse and Reverend Silva talked about radical responsibility. Is that right? Yes, radical responsibility. And committing to learning above the line, learning to live above the line, and to be responsive instead of reactive, and moving through the four realms of consciousness, or the four kingdoms of consciousness, and what it's like to exist in that by-me state and the to-me state. And also accepting the holistic approach to responsibility. So this week, I am on commitment 2, learning through curiosity, curiouser and curiouser. So an extreme simplification of living above the line and living below the line. Living above the line is yes. Living below the line is no. Below the line is to me, and above the line is by me. And in this chapter, we have 3 above-the-line commitments and 2 below-the-line commitments. The first above-the-line commitment is, I commit to growing in self-awareness. Second, I commit to regarding every interaction as an opportunity to learn. And third, I commit to curiosity as a path toward learning. The below-the-line commitments are, I commit to being right and seeing this situation as something that is happening to me, and I commit to being defensive, especially when I know that I am right. And the authors have right in all capital letters, R-I-G-H-T, I am right. And I gotta tell you, all you have to do is turn on the TV or open your news feed, and you can see the effects of those people that are determined to be right and the detrimental effects that they can have. So let's take a look at those below-the-line commitments first. The first part, being right. I commit to being right. Now, there's nothing wrong with being right at all. In childhood, being right, doing right, getting it right is enforced. And indeed, it's right for us to know when we are in alignment, when we have our right thinking, when we are right. But when we come along those concepts that we hold on to that are, in essence, unstable, and we feel like we have to be defensive to keep in the right, that's when we run into trouble. That's when we get into that victimization mentality. If I give in and allow a different point of view to influence my thinking, then I'm being harmed in some way. oh, you cannot harm my thinking, please step back. Or the classic, this is the way it has always been, and if you go around changing things, then everything that we have worked for up to this point is just going to be dismantled. Oh, drama. It's drama. It's such high drama. It's a dramatic way of reacting to life. And it builds on that second below-the-line commitment. I commit to being defensive, especially when I know that I am right. Essentially, because you will not give up in your persistence to offer a different point of view, my job is to defend my viewpoint at all costs. And again, we're seeing this play out in real time on the political and social realm. I'm not mentioning any names. And it's exhausting to live from that point of view. It's exhausting even to just think about it. You know, it takes so much energy to fight against when we could be in a happier place, existing above the line, open and welcoming. So let's go to that happier place. Let's talk about the above-the-line commitments. So first, I commit to growing in self-awareness. As we live as conscious leaders, whether it be at work or at our spiritual centers, as community leaders, wherever we are existing as leaders, we enter into the expanded realm of awareness. And as conscious leaders, we are open to feedback. Ooh, feedback. Comments. But as we live as conscious leaders, we are receptive to that feedback. Body, society, relationships, all of it provide feedback in some way. I love cheeseburgers and French fries. Believe me, I love cheeseburgers and French fries. But if I lived on cheeseburgers and French fries, eventually my body is going to give me some feedback about living on cheeseburgers and French fries, right? And no matter where we are in this world, no matter what we're doing, if we're in that space of openness, if we're sharing, then eventually somebody's going to give us some kind of feedback. Now, as conscious leaders, the effort is moving towards being comfortable to receiving that feedback and being discerning as to what elements of that feedback I take and what elements of that feedback I let go. Some of you may be familiar with the sign that you hold up that says on the front, "Tell me more," and the sign that faces you says, "This has nothing to do with me." You know, we can hold that up. Yeah, go ahead, tell me more. Yeah, share your comments. Yeah, it's wonderful. And as a discerning, conscious leader, we can take little parts of that and say, well, this applies, that doesn't. We don't have to share that back. That's all just something that we can do internally for ourselves, for our own growth. And the authors of the book talk about shifting and drifting. Now, when we're in the second, third, and fourth kingdoms, the realms of consciousness, by me, through me, and sometimes in those wonderful states as Spirit expresses as me, we are in the flow of personal, spiritual, and universal expression. Then something happens. Now, that something could be we're cut off in traffic, or our loved one responds to us in a way that is not what we wanted to hear, or we receive feedback that is really hurtful or unexpected, or the bank account runs out of money when we thought we had planned and budgeted correctly. Something happens. And when that something happens, we can start to drift. Now, drifting can take the form of, binge watching, or eating a whole box of chocolates absent-mindedly, or intentionally removing ourselves from social situations. For me, I tend to go inside and I formulate arguments so that the next time that I see that person, I will have the perfect response so that I can say, aha, I've won. I've got the argument. I did it. Now, how long we choose to stay in drift is a product of our current level of self-awareness. And this self-awareness, that level is different in different situations. My level of self-awareness on the highway is different than my self-awareness at home or at work. But we always have the ability to come back and say, well, where am I in my level of self-awareness? And that is the moment of shifting. Maybe we're in that halt stage, hungry, angry, lonely, tired. Especially when we're in those vulnerable states, we can start to drift because it's easier to react rather than to be conscious and respond. However, when that awareness hits that we're in that drift state, the authors tell us there's two things that we can work on to help bring us back into alignment, to help bring us back into harmony. The first thing is to take a deep breath. Now, I will admit sometimes that first breath is an aggressive first breath. It's a, but really, we want to be conscious of that breath. Inhaling. Okay, I'm back. Here I am. I'm ready to talk about it now. The second thing is radically changing our posture. Now, when we're in defensive state, shoulders go up, tense, brow. We're ready to spring into it, get you. We're in that fight or flight mode, But when we think of maybe like having that little hook for like the Halloween skeletons, nice and loose and hanging wonderfully, shoulders down. Take that deep breath, align our bodies, then we're ready to say, where am I? That's the practical application of spiritual teaching right there. We take that breath, we come into alignment, we can become present to the current moment. So second, I commit to regarding every interaction as an opportunity to learn. We can ask questions like, well, what set me drifting? What was that? I'm not myself right now. What happened? And how quickly can I return to balance? How quickly can I come back to that stability? I was off kilter, but now I can stand up straight. I can stand up straight. I can sit up straight. I can breathe. I can be here. And was that a big learning experience, or was that just a little learning experience? Being committed to learning is an exercise in developing mental and emotional stability. It can save us from a lot of confusion and frustration. Whereas below-the-line thinking cuts off learning, above-the-line thinking is receptive to a little or a lot of information that can improve the quality of the moment, improve the quality of life, right? Change your thinking, change your life. Ernest Holmes, our founder, who said in This Thing Called You, rising above confusion, you affirm the divine presence in all its beauty, power, and peace. From this fundamental affirmation, that being the affirmation of the divine presence, your consciousness becomes imbued with a sense of power as well as peace. So we pause. We breathe. We accept. And we shift. And commitment 3. I commit to curiosity as a path to rapid learning. Here we are, curiosity, curiouser and curiouser. Indeed, the first two above-the-line commitments deal with elements of curiosity. What is my level of self-awareness right now? I'm curious. What is my self-awareness like right now? What can I learn from here? I'm curious. What element in this interaction has a part for me to participate in and learn from? But the intentional state of curiosity itself is its own thing. It places us in that wonderful realm of the imagination. When I was a young man in junior high school, I had a bookmark with an Einstein quote on it that says, curiosity is more important than knowledge. And I wanted to know, did Einstein really say that? Because, sometimes you get bookmarks and you see things on the internet, and did that person really say that? And I did a little digging, and it comes, one of the versions of that statement comes from Cosmic Religion and Other Opinions and Aphorisms by Albert Einstein in 1931, in which he says, imagination is more important than knowledge, for knowledge is limited, whereas imagination embraces the entire world, stimulating progress, giving birth to evolution. When we have that set of knowledge and we know that we're right and we are committed to defending that rightness at all costs, we shut off growth. We shut off evolution. There's always something to learn. The vast universe of knowledge has not been contained in any of our libraries yet. And Spirit continues to express through us in our imagination, in our curiosity, in our learning. When we're committed to being curious, to using our imagination, to existing in a sense of wonder, we open the way for personal and spiritual evolution. When we involve curiosity, we evolve our consciousness and learn new ways of thinking and being. The authors encourage us to use wonder as a tool for learning. I would encourage you to set some time aside to just wonder, to sit on the front porch, go to a park, be still, and wonder at creation happening all around us without us needing to be involved in it at all. Birds singing, squirrels playing, trees producing oxygen. Life happening over and over and over, spilling out itself as a play in front of us all of the time. And sometimes engage in wonder with intention. I wonder what it would be like if I actually applied this philosophy to my relationship. I wonder what it would be like if I actually listened to that call to volunteer and go down to that center and participate. I wonder what it would be like. I wonder. You don't have to come up with answers. It's just existing in that state. Spirit delights in that, being with us, creating with us from that place of wonder. So, a few practical tips from page 78 of the book, if you have it. Commit to learning over being right. Ask yourself regularly, am I above or below the line? And if you're below the line, ask yourself, am I willing to shift? Am I willing to move? And regularly ask yourself wonder questions. Above all, let us learn to be gentle with ourselves and others as we commit to learning through curiosity. So entering that space right now of prayer, I know that there is one power, there is one presence, there is one life, there is one love. It is the only thing that is, all the time. It is perfectly unfolding right here, right now, in this very moment, is existing in me, through me, and as me right here, right now. And everyone in this room, everyone online, everyone who will hear these words a millennia from now, Spirit is never limited by anything. And so I know that right now Spirit is expressing in us as we are curious about Spirit's involvement in our life, as we become curious to learn more about how we can participate more fully, how we can be more spiritually aware and present. Knowing that all of the harmony that there is, all of the love that there is, all of the joy that there is, all of the peace and power that there is possible right now, is actually spilling out from us in a variety of ways. One Spirit existing in a billion different points of light in this world. And I give great thanks for this. I give great thanks that there is no forcing this to be, that this is just simply a revelation of the truth in my mind, in my heart, and in my spirit. And so I do just release these words into that infinite law of mind that understands everything in my heart, understands everything in my mind, and brings back to me good upon good 1,000 times over. And in that graciousness and that thankfulness, I do simply just release this. I let it be. I let it go. And so it is. Amen.
If you want to be a dancer, just start dancing. If you want to fly, then just take off. If you want to let go, don't hold on. If you want to see the world, just get lost. You can be the one with all the money. You can be the one who gives it away. You can be the keeper of the honey, but you might get stung along the way. Because living your dream is hard work. Go on and try, you might like it.
Go on and try,
You might like it. Living your dream is hard work. Go on and try, you might like it.
Go on and try,
You might like it. You want something you never had. Do something you never done. You might have to break some rules if you wanna have some fun. Call it a dream, call it a plan, or call it the reason that I am. Call it whatever, just call it in. It's never too late to be what you might have been. 'Cause living your dream is hard work. Go on and try, you might like it.
Go on and try,
You might like it. Living your dream is hard work. Go on and try, you might like it.
Go on and try,
You might like it.
go on and try.
Yeah, you might like
You
it.
might like
Yeah, you might like it.
You might like
Yeah,
it.
you might like it.
You might like it.
You might like it.
You might like it.
If you want to love, then let it be. If you want a friend, count on me. If you want to see the world in harmony, just stand up and make your peace. If you're looking for a song, just sing along. If you want to get on, turn it on. Just turn it on. Turn it on. Turn it on. Turn it on. Because what you want, wants you. 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 Hey! But what you want, what you want, what you want, it wants you. And you might like it.
You might like it.
You might like it.
You might like it.
Oh, oh, you might like it.
You might like it.
You might like it.
You might like it.
Oh, you might love it.
You might love it.
If you want to get up,
If you wanna get up,
if you want to get up,
if you wanna get up,
you might like it.
you might like it.
You might like it.
You might like it.
If you want to get up,
If you wanna get up,
if you want to get
if you
up,
wanna get up,
you might like it.
you might like it.
You might like it.
You might like it.
Oh, you might love it.
You might love it.
You might love it.
You might love
The
it.
way I love it.
The way I love it.
I love it.
The way I love
Oh,
it.
you might love 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 it.
You might love
The
it.
way I love it.
The way I love it.
Awesome. Thank you so much to Jeff and Marie Tree and the band. Want to give another, yes. Let's give another hand to Marcus for a fabulous talk. Beautiful. And I do also want to acknowledge and give thanks to our technical team. That would be Stuart doing camera and Jason on the sound. Okay. So I'd like to invite our beloveds who are in service to come forward. Collecting this morning on behalf of the congregation are Cindy Lambert and Frank Conley. And receiving on behalf of the congregation is practitioner Constance Stringfellow. Your conscious contributions to this center allow us to continue all of our wonderful work. And we know this, but I'll say it again. The easiest way to give is via text to give. You send a text to 951-419-5858 with the amount you want to contribute. You can also go onto our website, which is riversidecsl.org. Click on the link in the upper right-hand corner under the tab Contribute. And then, of course, in the sanctuary, we can do it the more traditional way and drop it in the baskets as they come around. We absolutely are so grateful. Thanks, Frank, for the visual. Yes, we're grateful for your ongoing generosity. So I'm going to invite you to place what you're giving over your heart as we say this affirmation together. I give and receive freely and generously With an open heart and an open mind, the universe responds to me in kind. I know that my beloved community is richly blessed, and so it is. So I just have a few announcements before we close and go into Johnson Hall for coffee and snackies. Okay. Oh yeah, no Johnson Hall, but you know, we're out there gathering, all that good stuff. So the first one is visioning for our new home. We are going to set forward on a new path of every second Sunday, visioning together downstairs for about a half an hour, 11:30 or so, in the community room. And together we're going to allow Spirit to come through us and bring forth the highest idea for our new home. So I would love to invite you to join me today. And then we're also going to make that available by Zoom on the fourth Thursday of every month at 7 o'clock. So we want to really set the intention and just bring our consciousness together of what we want and what is going to be birthed through us in our new place and space. So please do join us if you're available today or in the future, or of course come online on Zoom on the fourth Thursday. So we'll keep reminding you about that. And then also coming up is the next Sunday, which is the third Sunday, is our amazing sound bath at 3 o'clock over in Johnson Hall. A wonderful, rejuvenating thing. I haven't done it yet, but everybody tells me that. It's going to happen for me, but please come out for that. It'll be absolutely fantastic. And I do have one other announcement. There's no slide for it, but oh no, okay, so this is a new one. So you're tricking me, but I do know about it. So there's a Power of the Meow. We do have a Thursday morning book study that is at 10 o'clock. Yes, and they read together and just discuss. And I understand it's wonderful. It's facilitated by practitioner Anita Nace. And so if you are inclined and available, Cindy is raising her hand. Well, okay, she's facilitating. We don't know. I don't know what you're telling me. Okay, yes, see Cindy. Good idea. So I wasn't prepared for that one, but there you go. We'll wing it. Is there another one? Thank you. so there isn't, but I do have something else to tell you, and it's important. Our beloved Reverend Victoria, her last day with us is going to be at the end of this month. She is wanting to focus on her focus ministry, which is called Winged Spirit. And so she very much would love, the other thing that's coming up is she's going to be ordained. And that ordination service is going to be on Zoom in 2 weeks from now. So it's Saturday, June 24th at 2 o'clock. She's inviting our whole community to be there. I'm going to do a little tribute from Riverside to her, because she's been a part of this community for a long time. So you'll get details in the Weekly Connect. I do have the Zoom information, but anyway, just trust you'll get that in the Connect, and hopefully a slide next week. But she wanted to make sure that you knew that you were invited, and also she's not going anywhere. She still lives in Riverside, so we can see her and all that good stuff. And I do have 2 cards. I'm going to put them on the welcome table for the congregation to sign in the next couple of weeks, and I'll get them mailed to her at the end of the month, so we can just do some messages of love to her. And that's about it. So, have anything else, Stuart? No? We'll do it. So I'm going to ask you to stand. And we have a wonderful affirmation. I'll say it first, and then we will say it together. I learn by being curious. Together. I learn by being curious. Well, fantastic. All right, please repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening through me right now. It is this thing called love. Love is in my mind. Love is in my body. Love is in everything I do. I am it. I share it. I receive it. And I move love forward. Because love lives here. Let's sing it, and happy Sunday. And remain standing for our song.
Something wonderful is happening through me right now. It's this thing called love. Love is in my mind. Love is in my body. Love is in everything I do. I am it, share it, receive it. And I'm moving forward because the love lives here. Love lives here. Sing along.
Something wonderful is happening through me right now. It's this thing called love. Love is in my mind, love is in my body, love's in everything I do. I am it, share it, receive it, and I move it forward because love lives here. Love lives here. Love lives here.
Happy Sunday. Love you all. When the world gets you down and you're feeling lonely, when you can't find the truth or find your center, there are many here who gather together. Oh, 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 unconditionally, we love each other, and the scars that we see just make us stronger. Hey, breathing in together, we'll hold you up with grace. We know that love lives here, and you and me, love lives here. My soul breaks free. I'm so excited to be united with you. Love lives here. Love lives here.
when life gets you down and you can't see the future, when it all seems too much for you to handle.